Hi guys, I think you can hear me now. I think you can hear me. Hi, how are you? How are you? Welcome to the class. Welcome to the class. Altaf, Maya, Asta Mishra, Neat Avenger. You're back here again. Very good. So good to see you. Miscellaneous acid. Yes, I am right here. Right here. Okay. I hope you are not singing that song. I hope you are just talking about me. Okay, all right, guys. All right, so let's start today's lecture. Okay, let's start today's lecture. But before we start today's lecture, let's talk about yesterday's question. Yesterday, I gave a homework question. Okay, and I told you that whoever gives the correct answer first, I will take their name on the channel. Okay, so the first person to answer my question was Shubhamanogori Arun Kumar. Okay, very nice, man. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much for answering, and you are awesome, man. You are awesome. Hi, everybody. My live chat never becomes over. All right. Yeah, it was this. I think most of you gave the correct answer for this question. I think most of you gave the correct answer. Okay, but this Arun Kumar was the first one. Good afternoon, Harneet. Good afternoon, Shikha, Alok Raj, everybody. Welcome to Momentum with Vedantu. If you're here for the first time, guys, I am Aditya Pandya. I'm going to be your master teacher for physics. And here at Momentum with Vedantu, we are going to study optics at the moment. Okay, this is the second episode of the optics series. If you haven't seen the first episode, guys, go back and watch the first episode, and then you can maybe join at this for the second episode. Okay, Akshara Yadav is asking for notes. Akshara Yadav is asking for notes. Yes, for yesterday's notes and today's notes, guys, I will share both of them on Telegram group today. Today, without fail. Yesterday, I forgot to share. Today, without fail, I will share. Without fail. Do not even worry. Okay? My look into my eyes. Definitely. I'm sharing. Do not even worry. Okay? Mm. Alright. So, hi, Neat Avenger, hi, Pramod, hi, Priyanka, hi. I know. Everybody wants notes. Even I want notes. Okay, I have notes. I'm sharing with you the notes. Don't even worry. Okay. All right, guys. All right. So, let's start today's lecture. Okay, let us start today's lecture. And today's lecture, we will continue with the plane mirror and hopefully finish the plane mirror today. Alright, sir, डर लग रहा है कोविड से Josh, do not even worry about COVID, my friend. You are at home, you are studying, everything is okay. And also, you guys are young. ठीक है, तुम लोगों को कोविड से ज्यादा डरने का नहीं, बस तुम्हारे कारण बस एक ही रिस्क हो सकता है कि किसी और को कोविड फैल सकता है. You guys, very low risk. Don't even worry. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the last thing. Let's talk about the last thing that we. Hi, Maya. Hi. Let's talk about the last thing that we studied yesterday. Okay, and we were going to study, we were talking about field of view, and we were going to study the minimum height of a plane mirror required to see the full image of an object. Okay, so we will calculate that minimum mirror length required to see the full length of your own image. Okay, but before we do that, let's talk about Vedantu's platform for 2 minutes, guys. This is Vedantu's platform. If you are a JEE or NEET 2021 or 2022 students, this is the platform for you. You should get a pro subscription, guys. What happens if you do get a pro subscription, guys? You get full access to all the live courses. You get full access to all the live courses where all the subjects are covered in detail. And by the way, if you ever miss out on a lecture, you can first of all go back and look at the recording of your own lecture. But then you're like, no, I want to see more live lectures. So what you can do is you can get subscribed to micro courses. Okay, micro courses. Now, when you take micro courses, what happens is that these are small courses for every small topic. Okay, you can just go and subscribe to those courses and just study that topic all over again, and you get to see live lectures for micro courses. And the thing is, if you have taken the pro subscription, guys, you get unlimited micro courses. Okay, if you ever miss anything, you can just keep going back and keep studying it, keep going back and keep studying this. Okay, Shabarish is asking, am I Anglo Indian? I am Definitely Indian. I don't know about the other part. Okay. And you can also choose the language in which you want to study, guys. You can study in English or Hindi. If you have any doubts during the class, your doubts will be solved by class teachers. While a teacher is teaching, there are extra class teachers in the class just there to solve your doubts. Okay. Just there to solve your doubts. Okay. And all of our teachers, guys, are not, none of them are new. All of our teachers have more than 5 years of teaching experience. They are the best in the field. And अभी मेरे को कोई तो बोला कि सर कोविड से डर लग रहा है. This is one reason why you don't need to worry about COVID. You can study from the safety of your home on any device. Okay, that is what you get when you take the pro subscription. Now how much does it cost for the pro subscription, guys? If you take a 1 month subscription, it costs you around 6,999, but the price lowers if you take a 12-month subscription. Okay, the per month price becomes much smaller if you take a 12-month subscription. But because you know me and because you are here on my channel, I'm going to give you, okay, because you know me, I'm going to give you a special discount code that you can use to get an additional 15% discount. Yes, guys, you can use this code to get an additional 15% discount. Okay, just go to vdnt.in/ytpro and use this coupon code to get your discount. Okay, also, now the next thing, guys, if you haven't joined the telegram group, I am going to share all our notes on the telegram group, guys. Also, at the same time, on top of that, we are going to share interesting facts. We are going to share brainstorming puzzles. Okay, and all of that on this channel. If you want to subscribe, if you want to stay on top of what is happening on this channel, you subscribe to this group. Okay, all right, I'm starting the class. Shikha is asking me to start the class. Shikha, starting the class, don't even worry. Okay, all right, so that's it, guys. Let's start today's lecture. Okay, let's start today's lecture. So let's say this is a man. Okay, let's say this is a man or a woman, I don't know. Okay, and he or she is trying to look at her own image in the mirror. He or she is trying to look at her own image in the mirror. Okay, all right, Yashashvi. Hi, Neet Avenger. Hi, everybody. Hi, Samruddhi. Hi, Pushpakarini. Okay, so here what I want is, let's say the length of the mirror is equal to L. So I want to know that what can be the minimum value, of the length of this mirror, so that the man is able to see the full image of himself. Okay, so he should be able to see the top of his head, and he should also be able to see the bottom of his feet. Okay, he should be able to see his full image. I want to know the minimum value of L for that. Okay, and also at the same time, I want to know that what should be the height of the mirror, or height of the bottom point of the mirror in that case. Okay, height of the bottom point of the mirror in that case. Okay, I hope everybody understood, guys. I really hope everybody understood the question. And we are given two values here, guys. We are given two values. The first value that we are given is the actual height of the man. Okay, so I will say that this is the height of the man. This is given to us. Okay, and the second thing which is given to us is this, the height of the eyes of the man. Okay, height of the eyes of the man is also given to us. So height of the man and height of the eyes of the man, how far away from the ground is this, both these things are given to us. Okay, length of the mirror and height of the bottommost point of the mirror. Okay, these two things are not given to us, and these are the two things that we are trying to find out. Okay, this is it, guys. This is it, guys. I think everybody knows the answer because you have already studied this. No, Hina Hanan has already studied this. Okay, welcome Dr. Strange, welcome to this lecture. Okay, but how to solve this, guys? How to solve this? So let's look at this. Okay, first I'll make this diagram once again. So this is the height of the man. This is the height of the man. Okay, this is the height of, I will write down the heights. Okay, this is the length of the mirror, this is the height of the bottom of the mirror, and this is the height of the eyes of the man. Okay, Here, how would I know whether the man is able to see his feet or not? How would I be able to know whether the man is able to see his feet or not? So what I want is, if the man is able to see his feet, basically what should happen is that if a light ray is incident starting from the bottom of his feet on the mirror, then after reflection it should reach the man's eyes. After reflection it should reach the man's eyes. Okay, hi Atharva Sharma, hi Maya. Okay, then अरे ठीक है अथर्व शर्मा, come here, let's study. Okay, then similarly, if the man wants to see the top of his head, what should happen is that the light ray should be incident on the mirror and after reflection should be able to reach the man's eyes. Okay, these two light rays after reflection should be able to reach the man's eyes. So in between, if he's able to see the top of his head and the bottom of his feet, he should be able to see everything in between. He should be able to see everything in between. Okay, now here's the thing. Once he's able to see these 2 points, even if I extend the mirror further up and down, okay, even if I extend the mirror further up and down, let's say the mirror is extended in the upwards direction here, if the mirror is extended in the downwards direction here, it doesn't matter much. Why doesn't it matter here? Because he's already able to see his entire length. So this extra part of the mirror is a waste. Okay, this is of no use at all. It's just a waste. Without it also he will be able to see his full length. Similarly, this extra part is also waste. The man will be able to see his image without these two parts. He only needs this. Okay, I hope everybody understands. I really hope everybody understands. Okay, so let's try to make a cleaner diagram of this. So how will it look, guys? This is how it will look. This is exactly how it will look. Okay, so this is the height of the man. One second, huh? This is the height of the man. This is the height of the eyes. Okay, this is the height of the bottom of the mirror and this is the length of the mirror. Okay, now how do I find out the value of L and HB in terms of HM and HE? Okay, how do I find this? Okay, so Kartikeya Sharma is asking the chapter. Kartikeya, it is Ray Optics. This is the second lecture. It's an awesome lecture. Okay, it's a awesome chapter. Lecture pata nahi, awesome chapter. You will enjoy this chapter. Okay, so how do I find the value of L and HB? So guys, in order to do that, in order to understand how to find that, what I will do is I will drop a perpendicular from here and I will drop a perpendicular from here. Okay, let me drop two perpendiculars from these 2 points. If I drop those perpendiculars, this is how things will look like. This is height of the man, height of the eyes, height of the bottom of the eyes, height of the bottom of the mirror, and length of the mirror. Okay, let's say I have dropped two perpendiculars here. This is the first perpendicular and this is the second perpendicular. Okay, I hope everybody is following, guys. I really hope everybody is following. Okay, so now what do I do? I will name all these points. Okay, I will name all these points. Let's say this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, this point is D, this point is E. Okay, did I miss any points? A, B, C, D, E, and this is G and this is H. Okay, why did I name this G and H? I don't know. I missed the letter F somehow. Okay, so let's say these are all the points and now I'm trying to find out the length L and HB. So now guys, you have to understand here, what do you have to understand? First of all, you need to understand that this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, why will those two angles be equal, guys? Tell me in the chat, why will those two angles be equal? Everybody tell me. Yes, correct. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Correct. I is equal to R. Array, I ate the F. Okay, Shravani, I ate the F. Okay, also at the same time, what I can say, guys, is that this angle will also be equal to this angle. Why will that be? Because once again, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, also at the same time this angle is 90 and this angle is also 90. Both these angles will be equal, and also at the same time what I can say is select ho ja. Select ho ja. Also at the same time what I can say is that this angle is 90 and this angle is also 90. Both of them will also be same. Okay, so both the angles are same. So if you look at this, you can say, guys, you can say, you know what you can say, you can say that you can say that triangle ABG is congruent. I hope everybody knows what congruent triangle means. Okay, triangle ABG is congruent to triangle CBG. If you see triangle ABG is congruent to triangle CBG, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Also at the same time, guys, what you can say, also at the same time, what you can say that triangle CDH is congruent to triangle EDH. Triangle CDH is congruent to triangle EDH. These are not similar triangles, guys. These are congruent triangles. Okay, these are congruent triangles. Okay, now since these are congruent triangles, guys, what I can say is that AB will be equal to BC. The length AB will be equal to BC and the length CD will be equal to the length DE. Okay, why am I saying that? Because the triangles are congruent. Because the triangles are congruent, I can say this. I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. Okay, alright guys, alright, this is the end of the derivation. Everybody, congruent triangles. Sam and congruent is basically two triangles with the same sides and same angles. Those triangles are called congruent, not concurrent, congruent. Okay, alright. Priya is asking what is congruent, guys. Congruent triangle is when triangles are same. Okay, alright. Hi Shubhamangari. Okay, so since I have AB is equal to BC and CD is equal to DE, I can very easily solve my issues now. Okay, I think everybody can see this. That this height is HB and DE. If you guys can see, DE will be nothing but height of the bottommost point of the mirror. DE will be nothing but height of the bottommost point of the mirror. So I can just write this as HB. Do you see this? And also at the same time, if you see, this was nothing but height of the eye level. So I can write CE is equal to HE. Now if you guys see, CE is nothing but CD plus DE. And that is equal to height of the eye level. So I can just write HB plus HB is equal to HE or HB is equal to HE divided by 2, which means that bottom point of mirror, okay, should be equal to eye level height. Okay, eye level height divided by 2. Bottom point of the mirror should be equal to what, guys? Bottom point of the mirror should be equal to eye level height divided by 2. I hope everybody understood, guys. Did you? I hope so. Okay, now secondly, guys, what you also can say is because AB is equal to BC and CD is equal to DE, you have to remember that BC plus CD, if you look into the diagram, BC plus CD will be equal to GH, and that will be nothing but length of the mirror. Okay, and I can write height of the man, HM, as nothing but AB plus BC plus CD plus DE. Okay, this can be written as BC plus CD plus CD. Okay, because D is equal to CD and AB is equal to BC, which is 2 times BC plus CD. Now guys, what is 2 times BC plus CD? Nothing but 2 times the length of the mirror. Okay, which gives me length of the mirror should be equal to height of the man divided by 2. Length of the mirror should be equal to height of the man divided by 2. Guys, this is simple, very simple. There are only two formulas that you have to remember. First is length of the mirror should be at least half the height of the man, and secondly you have to remember that bottommost point of the mirror should be equal to half the height level. It should be equal to half the height level. That's it, guys. If you have to remember these two things, if you remember these two things, then you will understand. Thank you so much, Surinder. Thank you so much, Samruddhi. I hope everybody understood. If you did, please give me a thumbs up in the chat. Please give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you remember, just remember these two things. And if you do understand, give me a thumbs up in the chat, guys. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Okay. All right. I think you guys understood. Yes, yes. Thank you, Neat Avenger. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So how to do this? Okay. What exactly am I talking about? Deviation of light by a plane mirror. Deviation of light by a plane mirror. Thank you, Shikha. Thank you. So let's say I have an incident ray. Okay, incident on a plane mirror like this. Okay, and this is the mirror. Where will this incident ray go? Where will this incident ray go? Where will it go? After reflection, it will go somewhere like this. It will go somewhere like this. Okay, and in this case, what I can say is, now this is very crucial, guys. Okay, understand. In this case, what I can say is that the light ray was going along this path. The light ray was going along this path, but because of the mirror, it got deviated. Because of the mirror, it got deviated. Okay, so it got deviated by how much angle? Let's say it got deviated by delta angle. Here delta is called angle of deviation. Delta is called angle of deviation. Okay, now let's say, guys, I want to find out the value of delta. How much will be the value of delta? So first of all, let's say this angle of incidence is equal to I. This angle of incidence is equal to I, and this angle will also be equal to what? I, in that case, because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now guys, if you see, I hope you can see this entire angle should be equal to how much? The entire angle should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so I can just write I plus delta is equal to 180 degrees, which gives me delta is equal to 180 degrees minus 2i, which gives me delta is equal to 180 degrees minus 2i. Did you guys understand? Oh yeah, definitely. Hi Gautam Kumar, hi Priya, hi Harmeet, hi everybody, hi Balaji. Yes, Surinder, exactly correct. Surinder knew the correct answer all along. If you guys understood, by the way, please give me a thumbs up. If you understood, please give me a thumbs up. Exactly, हाँ, miscellaneous acid को भी समझ में आ गया. Now, guys, plane mirror पे there are so many questions that come like this where you need to know the geometry. Okay, where you need to know the geometry. So let's try to understand. Let's try to do this question and understand how to do it geometrical. You need to make good diagrams here to be able to. You need to make good diagrams here to be able to solve this question. Okay, we make very good diagram here to be able to understand this question. And if you get the answer to this question, guys, tell me in the chat box. Okay, if you get the answer to the question. Thank you, Pushpakarini. Thank you, Sam Niran. Sam Niran is asking, shall we write it as 90 minus I? What you want to write as 90 minus I? No, Sam Niran, if you're asking if this angle is going to be 90 minus I, you might be correct, but do not write it like that. Okay, no, and that angle will not be 90 minus I. Will it be 90 minus I? Nope, it's not. It's not going to be 90 minus I. Okay, all right. Hi Vaishnavi, hi Swastik Majmudar, hi Yashashvi. Tell me the answer, guys. Here, tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Two mirrors are inclined at an angle theta shown in the figure. Light rays incident parallel to one of the mirrors. Oh my god. Oh my god. there is an issue here. There is an issue in this question. There is a repetition. Light ray is incident parallel to one of the mirrors. Okay, that is written twice. Okay. Light will start retracing its path when what? If theta is equal to what? Can anybody tell me, guys? Anybody? Hmm. Nobody will tell me. Or Neat Avenger is saying 60. Yashasvi is saying 60. Jaya Lakshmi Raparthi is saying 60. And all right, guys. So what exactly is happening here? What exactly is happening here? So let's say a light ray is coming. Let's say a light ray is coming. Okay. A light ray is coming like this. It is supposed to be parallel to one of the mirrors. It is supposed to be parallel to one of the mirrors. Now, what will happen to this light ray? What will happen to this light ray after reflection? It will go towards the second mirror. It will go towards the second mirror. Okay, and guys, this is where you have to understand that the light ray is supposed to retrace its path after second reflection. So this is the second reflection. After this point, the light is supposed to start retracing its path. The light ray is supposed to start retracing its path. Do you see this? Do you see this? I hope you guys can see this. Okay. Now, in this case, then how much will this angle be, guys? How much will this angle be? This angle will be 90 degrees. I hope you understood. I really hope you understood. Okay. And by the way, guys, if you see, these are two parallel lines and this is a common transversal. Okay, these are two parallel lines and this is common transversal. I don't know if you guys know, but if I have two parallel lines and a common transversal, then these two angles are same. This is called what? This is called corresponding angles theorem. So in this case, what I can say is that if this angle is theta, this angle will also be equal to theta. This angle will also be equal to theta. Yeah, Hardeep Kaur got the correct answer. Correct. Okay. So if I draw to the next page, if this angle is theta, then this angle is theta, then this angle will also be theta. Now let's say the angle of incidence here is equal to I, guys. Angle of incidence is equal to I. Okay, so what I can say, guys, first of all, if you look at this diagram, thoda chota diagram hai na, thoda chota diagram hai na, let me try to make it bigger. Let me try to make it bigger. Okay, किसी को बताना मत कि मैंने बड़ा डायग्राम बनाया था, ठीक है? It should stay a secret, guys, just between us, okay? Let's make this bigger. Yeah, now it's much more visible. Okay, so now, guys, what I can say is that let's say this angle is theta and this angle is I. So what I can say is I plus theta should be equal to 90 degree. I plus theta will be equal to 90 degree. I hope everybody understood. And since this angle is theta, then this angle will also be, since this angle is I, this angle will also be theta. Do you understand why that angle will also be theta? Do you understand why that angle will also be theta? Because this is the normal, and since angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, since these two angles are equal, I can also write that this angle with the surface will be same as this angle with the surface. Now guys, if you look at this triangle, yeah, abhi sabko चमक गया, सबका सही answer है. Everybody got the correct answer. If you look at this triangle, guys, you can say the sum of the three angles is equal to 180 degrees, which gives me 2 theta is equal to 180 minus 90, or theta is equal to 45 degrees. Everybody got it. Everybody got it. Supriya Gupta got it. Surinder Singh got it. Harmeet Kaur got it. Everybody. Kenvi Patel is asking, where is Marvel? Marvel is Captain Marvel is on another planets because she is needed there. Okay, there are so many planets she has to protect, so she's not here right now. All right. Okay. Next question, guys. Next question. Now this is a little bit convoluted question. Okay, but I think if you guys put your mind to it, everybody can still solve this question. What is happening here, guys? What is happening? A ray of light is coming here like this, getting reflected here like this, and going here like this. Okay, the angle of incidence here is equal to I dash. The angle of incidence here is equal to I dash. you have to find the value of I dash in terms of I and alpha. You have to find the value of I dash in terms of I and alpha. Okay, I am sure everybody will be able to solve this question. Solve this and give me the answer in the chat box, guys. I will give you 1 minute to solve. Okay. Ore, oh, ho, ho, ho. Hi, Ore Subhamangori. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Subhamangari, I took your name. I don't know if you were there, but you were the first one to give me the correct answer. You were the first one to give me the correct answer. Okay. All right. Tell me the answer, guys. Tell me the answer. This is a convoluted question, I understand, but if you use the geometry properly, you will be able to solve it. But you won't be able to solve it if you don't make the diagram yourselves. Okay, so you have to. So, guys, you understand, for ray optics, you cannot solve without diagrams. Okay, for any other chapter, if you are in, let's say, wave optics, most of the times you can just use a formula and life will be good. But for ray optics, you need to make a diagram, otherwise you won't be able to visualize. Thank you so much, Priyansh. Hi, Priyanshu. Thank you so much, Neat Avenger. Thank you so much. But I would say yes, Rupali. Thank you so much for saying that. All right. Tell me, Ayush Mishra is saying C. Ayush Mishra is saying C. Let's see if he's correct. Nandana M is saying okay, sir. Thank you so much, Khan Mariam Naved. Thank you so much, Khan Mariam Naved. All right. Hi, Manasha. Hi, guys. If you're just joining us, I think some of you have just joined us right now. I am solving questions from plane mirror in ray optics. Okay. Is I equals to I dash? Maya Bishnosi is asking. No, Bishnoi is asking. No, Maya. If you see here, that is not in one of the options. So that is not a possibility. Okay, that is not a possibility. Yashashvi Dubey is asking, Yashashvi Dubey is saying that she's confused. Yashashvi, I'll solve this question. Okay, guys. So first of all, everybody has to understand what is given here and what is not given here. Okay, I have to calculate the value of I dash in terms of what? I have to calculate a value of I dash in terms of I and alpha. Okay, I have to calculate the value of I dash in terms of I and alpha. And to assist us, they have already made a diagram here. So how do we solve this, guys? How do we solve this? Okay, anybody? Hina Hanan is saying option B. Kartikesh Sharma, I will send the notes and the questions after this. Do not worry. On Telegram group, I'm going to share the notes. Okay. So how to solve this, guys? How to solve this? Okay, first of all, you need to understand that this angle will be equal to 90 degrees. This angle will be equal to 90 degrees. Okay, also you need to understand, guys, you need to understand that if I draw a normal here, then the angle of incidence will be same as the angle of reflection at this surface. Okay, this is the normal, guys. Normal, I hope everybody understands what a normal is. Okay, so in this case, guys, if let's say I say this angle is y, then this angle will also be y. I hope everybody understood. Really hope everybody understood. Yes, thank you, Kartikesh Sharma. Hi, Surinder Singh. Surinder Singh is saying option B. Let's check. Okay. Also, at the same time, guys, if you look at point A, there is reflection happening. So, if this angle is I, this angle will also be I. Now, guys, so far, do you have any issues in the angles? If you have, you can ask me. Okay, I don't think anybody should have any issues so far. Now, here's the thing. This is where things get interesting. Okay, if this angle is y, then I can say that this angle will be 90 minus y. This angle will be 90 minus y. Did you guys understand why I wrote this as 90 minus y? Because this is the normal. So the total angle will be 90 degree. So one angle is y, the other angle will be 90 minus y. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay, guys. Okay. And I can say two other angles here as well. Okay, I can say that if this angle is equal to I, then the neighboring angle, this angle will be 90 minus I. Okay, similarly, if this angle is equal to I dash, then this angle will be equal to 90 minus I dash. 90 minus I dash. Okay, I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Now let's say guys, this is ABC. Let's call this point as D. Okay, so I know that sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, so I can say in triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, what I can say that the sum of the three angles is 90 degree. Now guys, if I had to ask you what are the three angles, this will be the first angle. I hope you can see this will be the first angle. This entire thing will be the second angle. Okay, and this will be the third angle. Okay, so what will be the sum of those three angles? I can write 90 minus y plus I dash plus 90 plus alpha is equal to 180 degrees. Plus alpha is equal to 180 degrees. I hope everybody understood. The sum of three angles should be equal to 180 degrees. Or I can write 180 minus y plus I dash plus alpha is equal to 180. Or I can very simply write y is equal to I dash plus alpha. Alright guys, let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 1. I hope everybody understood equation 1. I really hope everybody understood equation 1. Okay, then let's take a look. Let's take a look at triangle ABC. In triangle ABC also guys, what I can say is this angle plus this angle plus this angle. The sum of the three angles should be equal to 180 degrees. Or what I can say is that 90 minus I plus 2y plus 90 minus I dash is equal to 180 degrees, which gives me very simply guys 180 minus I plus 2y minus I dash is equal to 180. Okay, I hope everybody can see this. Now what I will do is I will substitute the value of y from here to here. Okay, I will substitute the value of y from here to here. I can write, first of all, I hope everybody understands that this 180 and 180 will get cancelled out. Okay, 180 and 180 will get cancelled out. So what I can write is minus I plus 2 times I dash plus alpha minus I dash is equal to 0. If I continue here guys, if I continue here, I get minus I plus 2I dash plus 2 alpha minus I dash is equal to 0. Or very simply, if you do the calculation, you will get I dash. Okay, if you see the calculation, if you see, एक और line लिख देते हैं, minus I, okay, plus I dash plus 2 alpha is equal to 0, or I dash is equal to I minus 2 alpha. I dash is equal to I minus 2 alpha. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay. इससे अच्छा तो अभिषेक सर से पढ़ लो. धर्मेंद्र, I know man, I can completely understand what you want to I can completely understand what you're feeling man. कोई नहीं. Dharmendra, just give me one more chance man. I'll get back to you. Don't worry. Okay. Alright, I hope everybody understood. The correct answer is option A. Okay, Balaji was giving me the correct answer. Everybody was giving me the correct answer. I hope everybody understood. Okay, Surinder Singh ne kar diya na. Surinder Singh ne silly mistakes kar di. Thank you, Shravani. Yes, Priya. Thank you so much. Okay, let's look at the next concept, guys. Let's look at the next concept. Okay. The next concept is guys rotation of incident ray. So let's say I have an incident ray like this. Okay, let's say I have an incident ray like this. Okay, and I have a reflected ray like this. Reflected ray like this. Okay, I have an incident ray and I have a reflected ray. Okay, so guys, what will happen if I rotate the incident ray like this? What will happen if I rotate the incident ray like this? What will happen to the reflected ray? Will it get rotated? And if it gets rotated, in which direction will it get rotated? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Tell me, if I rotate the incident ray like this, what will happen to the reflected ray? Will it rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise? Thank you, Shikha. Thank you. So Priya, give the correct answer. Give the correct answer. How will it rotate? It will rotate. Yes, I think most of you understood. It will rotate in this direction, which is anti-clockwise. Okay, which is anti-clockwise. So if my incident ray rotates clockwise, then guys, my reflected ray will rotate anti-clockwise. Okay, it will look something like this. If you see, it will look something like this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yes. See, I will rotate. I will rotate. I will rotate. Okay, so now I want to know, how much will it rotate? Okay, if I rotate this incident ray, by an angle theta, then by what angle will the reflected ray get rotated? I think everybody should tell me the answer to this question. Everybody should know the answer. Yes. Correct, correct. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? It will be same as theta. Okay, it will be same as theta. Guys, remember, if incident ray rotates clockwise by an angle theta, then the reflected ray will rotate by the same angle but in the opposite direction. Then the reflected ray will rotate by the same angle but in the opposite direction. Neha, miscellaneous acid, everybody is giving the correct answer. Very good, guys, very good. I don't even have to explain this. Very good. So based on this, let's do a small question. Okay, I mean, just it helps, it feels so good if we do a small question. Okay, this is the question, guys. This is the question. Okay, tell me the correct answer. Tell me. By the way, guys, by the way, this option is wrong. This option is supposed to be 45 degrees. Okay, this is supposed to be 45 degrees. Yeah. Now tell me the correct answer. Everybody. Or Surinder Singh has already got the answer. Surinder Singh is saying D. Very good, Surinder Singh. Very good. You are correct. You are correct. Exactly, guys. Exactly. If the incident ray is rotating by an angle of 15 degrees in anti-clockwise direction, then the reflected ray will rotate in the clockwise direction by an angle of 15 degrees. I hope everybody. सबको समझ आ गया. सबको समझ आ गया. सबको समझ आ गया. Very good, kids. Now, next question. Now, this is a good question. Okay, this is a good question. Everybody should know the answer to this question. Okay, everybody should know this because this is going to be very, very important soon. This is going to be very, very important soon. Okay, so what is the question here, guys? What is the question here? In this case, incident ray I will keep as coming from the same direction. Okay, incident ray I will keep on coming as in the same direction, but I'm going to do a rotate. I'm going to rotate the mirror. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to rotate the mirror about this axis like this. Okay, let's say I rotate the mirror by an angle theta. Then what will happen to the reflected ray, guys? What will happen to this reflected rays? And I'll give you two options. Okay, the option one is reflected ray will rotate like this, or option B is it will rotate like this. Option A and option B. Tell me, guys, if I rotate the mirror like I've shown in the figure, how will the reflected ray rotate, in the direction A or in the direction B? Everybody should know this. Everybody should know this. It will be A or B. A or B. Correct. Correct. It should rotate in the same direction. It should rotate in the same direction. But the question is not the direction here. Question is by how much will it rotate? Okay, by how much will it rotate? And this is a hard question, guys. This is a hard question. By how much will it rotate? Okay, so how do I know by how much will it rotate? Let's try to visualize this. Okay, let's try to visualize this. Let me try to animate it for you and you see if it makes sense. I am going to rotate, take it back, 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 rotate, take it back. Do you see, guys? Do you see? Okay, now the question is not the direction. Everybody understands, it will rotate in the same direction. The question is by how much. Okay, so in order to understand that, let's try to draw the diagram together. Let's say one second, let's say this was the initial condition. And I rotate the mirror. Now guys, you have to remember, when I rotate the mirror, if I rotate the mirror by an angle theta, if I rotate the mirror by an angle theta, the normal reaction will also rotate by an angle theta. Okay, you have to understand, the normal reaction will also rotate by an angle theta. Okay, now initially let's say the angle of incidence, was I. Okay, then the angle of reflection here guys will also be equal to how much? Will also be equal to I. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. This is before the mirror rotated. Okay, so the angle of incidence is I, the angle of reflection is also I. I hope everybody understood. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Now that the mirror has rotated by an angle theta, now that mirror has rotated by an angle theta, what will happen is that the reflected ray will rotate. And let's say the new reflected ray guys goes a certain in this direction. Let's say the new reflected ray goes in this direction. Now I don't know exactly in which direction, but we will figure it out. Okay, do not even worry. Okay, so now in this case, if you see, this is the new incident ray. Okay, this is the new reflected ray, and this is the new normal. This is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal. Okay guys, pay attention to these three lines. Okay, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal. Now first of all, if I ask you what will be the new angle of incidence, then can you tell me what will be the new angle of incidence? The new angle of incidence will be nothing but I plus theta. Can you see that? The new angle of incidence will be equal to I plus theta. And what will be the new angle of reflection in that case? That has to be same as I plus theta guys. That also has to be same as I plus theta. Okay, I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. Okay, the new angle of incidence is I plus theta. The new angle of reflection also should be I plus theta. Okay, but this still doesn't answer my question, that by how much is the ray rotated. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to make one more diagram and make all the angles here. Okay, I'm going to make one more diagram and make all the angles here. If I ask you how much is this angle, then this angle is I. Everybody knows this. If I ask you how much is this angle is theta. Everybody knows this. If I ask you how much is this complete angle, that is still I guys. Okay, and if I ask you how much this big angle is, that is I plus theta. Okay, I've just made one more diagram because in the previous diagram there was a lot of kachra. Okay, there was a lot of kachra, but if you see, the angles are still the same guys. The angles are still the same. Okay, now first of all, I'm going to ask you one big question. Okay, I'm going to ask you one big question. What is that? That how much will this angle be? Can you tell me how much will this angle be? Anybody can tell me. How much will this angle be? Let's call it alpha. How much will this angle be? Yes, correct. How much will this angle be? The angle will be equal to I minus theta. Guys, if you look at the diagram, theta plus alpha will be equal to I. Do you see that? Theta plus alpha will be equal to I. So alpha will be equal to I minus theta. If you see, the alpha will be equal to this big angle minus this small angle. Okay. Then I want to know by how much angle this ray rotated. Let's call that angle beta. Now, can anybody tell me what will be beta? What I can write once again, guys, is that alpha plus beta, if you see, will be I plus theta, which gives me beta is equal to I plus theta minus alpha, or beta is equal to I plus theta minus I minus theta. Do you know how much will that be? Beta is equal to 2 theta. I hope everybody understood. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, on the chat guys. If you understood, please give me a thumbs up on the chat. Okay, so in conclusion guys, see, all these mathematics aside, in conclusion, you have to understand that if the mirror rotates by an angle theta, if the mirror rotates by an angle theta, then the reflected ray will rotate in the same direction but with double the angle. It will rotate in the same direction but with double the angle. That is what you have to understand, guys. The angle will become double. The angle will become double. I hope you understood. I really hope you understood. Okay, so now based on this, guys, let's do a simple question. Based on this, let's do a simple question. I have an angle, I have an incident ray which is incident on this mirror at an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, now by how much by how much should we rotate the mirror in order to make the reflected ray horizontal? I want to make the reflected ray horizontal, guys. By how much should I rotate the mirror? By how much should I rotate the mirror? Sam Nidar is asking, sir. Sam Niran is asking, sir, is this chapter actually maths? Sam Niran, this chapter is actually geometry. Okay, this chapter is just mostly geometry. Okay, Surinder Singh is saying 30 degrees. Jaya Lakshmi Raparthi is saying 60 degrees. Okay. Miscellaneous acid is saying 90 minus 30. What will be the correct answer here, guys? What will be the correct answer here? So, first of all, everybody has to understand certain angles. Okay, first of all, this angle will be equal to 60 degree. Okay, what, Pandya, what are you writing? This angle will be equal to 30 degree. So, this angle will be equal to 60 degree, and this angle will also be equal to 60 degree. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Now, I want to make this ray horizontal like this. I want to make this ray horizontal like this. So I have to rotate it by what? I have to rotate it by 60 degrees. So mirror, I should rotate by what angle? Mirror should be rotated by half of that angle, 30 degrees. By half of that angle, 30 degree in clockwise direction. But guys, there is an issue here. Your answer is correct, but it's not the only answer. Your answer is correct, but it's not the only answer. Okay, what I mean to say is this. Let's say this was the initial situation. This is the situation you are thinking about. If this was the initial situation, you want to rotate and make it horizontal like this. I understand. Very good. Okay, why half, Subhamanguri? Because we just saw this now. If I want to rotate the reflected ray by 2 theta, I have to rotate the mirror by theta. Okay, so guys, you have to understand, if I want to make it horizontal, this is one of the possibility that you are talking about, but there is one more possibility. You know which possibility? This one. Do you see this? Yes. Oh my God. Exactly. You can, guys, also make this ray horizontal by rotating it. You know what? My rotation is not very good. Yeah, by rotating it in this direction. Now, if this angle is 60 degree, by how much degrees will you need to rotate the reflected ray? You will need to rotate the reflected ray by 120 degrees. Okay, you have to rotate it by 120 degrees. So in this case, how much will you need to rotate the mirror? You will need to rotate the mirror by half of that amount. Okay, you will need to rotate the mirror by half of that amount. The theta for mirror will be equal to only 60 degrees. The theta for the reflected ray is 120 degrees. The theta for the mirror is going to be only 60 degrees. I hope everybody understood, guys. I really hope everybody understood. See, if theta for the ray is 60 degrees, then the theta for the mirror is going to be 30 degrees. Okay, because if mirror rotates by 30 degrees, reflected ray will rotate by 60 degrees. Okay, you have to remember always, if the mirror rotates by an angle theta, then the reflected ray rotates by an angle 2 theta. Reflected ray always rotates by the angle 2 times the rotation of mirror. Okay, I hope everybody understood. So here I have two possibilities, guys. Here I have two possibilities. The correct answer to this question is what? The correct answer to this question is what? The correct answer to this question is I can have two possibilities. The first answer is that I can rotate mirror 30-degree in clockwise direction, or the second answer is you have to rotate mirror 60-degree in anti-clockwise direction. Alright guys, I hope you guys understood. I really hope you guys understood. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much, Shikha. Thank you so much. Okay, I hope everybody understood. There are two answers to this question. Okay guys, now this is where guys I'm going to stop with today's lecture. But before I go guys, I am going to give you a homework. Okay, before I go, I'm going to give you a homework, and mind you, this homework requires a lot of differentiation and integration. Okay, this homework requires a lot of differentiation and integration. Okay, but it is based on what we have studied so far. Okay, so let's say guys, I have, you know what, I want a black mirror. Okay, let's say guys, I have a black mirror, or a mirror, plain mirror like this. Okay, and what else do I have guys? I have a screen here guys. I have a screen here. Okay, what is this? This is a screen. Okay, I have a black mirror and I have a screen. Okay, it's not racism. Yeah, it's not racism. Don't say that. I'm not a racist. Okay, and what I have is I have here an incident ray. Okay, I have here an incident ray coming like this. Okay, this incident ray is incident at an angle of how much? Let's just call it 37 degrees. Yeah, 37 degrees. Okay, and this is laser light. Okay, guys, this is laser light, and when it gets reflected, what happens is it goes in this direction. Okay, and here it makes a bright green spot on the screen. Okay, it makes a bright green spot on the screen. Alright guys, I hope everybody understood. Okay, now this length is given as 10 meters. Here this length is given as 10 meters. Okay, I hope everybody is following so far. Okay, it's 10 meters. 10 meters is not going to give you a good answer, but okay. And what I do, guys, now this is the fun part. Okay, not fun for you, fun just for me. I am going to rotate the mirror like this. Okay, with an angular velocity. I am going to rotate the mirror like this with an angular velocity of what? With an angular velocity of 1 radians per second. Okay, I'm going to rotate this mirror with an angular velocity of 1 radians per second. Now, when I do that, you know what happens? This spot here will start traveling down with certain velocity. This spot here will start traveling down with certain velocity. And your homework question, guys, is to calculate this velocity. Okay. Oh, Maya Binoshi, thank you. Maya Bishnoi, thank you. Okay, so I hope you understand the question. This is a very hard question, guys. If anybody is able to solve it, write the answer in comments. Okay, if you write the correct answer in comments, the person to do it first, I will take his or her name in the next class. Okay. There, I will Sam Niran, I will solve it tomorrow. Sam Niran is asking me to solve it tomorrow. Sam Niran, I will solve it tomorrow without fail. Okay. All right. Shubhamangari, the class is from 4 to 5 and it's 5. So I have to go now, guys. I am going to share with you the notes. Okay. But in order to get the notes, guys, you will have to do one thing. Well, you know what you will have to do? No, you don't need to take the pro subscription for that. No, you just need to join the Telegram group. And let me tell you how much does it cost to join the Telegram group. Okay, you know what is the fees to join the Telegram Telegram group, do you know what is the fees to join the? You know what? The green color is better here. You know what the fees is to join the Telegram group? Fees to join the Telegram group is zero. We are allowing you to join the Telegram group for free. So what are you waiting for, guys? Join it right now. Okay, join it right now. Get the notes of this lecture and come back here tomorrow for the next lecture of this series. Okay. If you understood this lecture today, guys, please like this video. Also share it with your friends so that they can also understand physics the way you are understanding. Okay, discuss anything that you discuss the homework question that I've given with you with them. Okay, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye guys. Bye. Okay.